friends, Caerau Men's Shed, the infamous Caerau Men's Shed. Great guys. Ben, we've got a short film from Caerau about what they're doing during lockdown. I think it was made about 6 weeks into lockdown. Do you want to just tell us briefly about Caerau Men's Shed and then introduce the film?
Yeah, I think Caerau Men's Shed is one of those freak sheds that we have in Wales that do something slightly differently, but it has such a massive impact. They don't necessarily do one thing. That it's more about a social group. It's more they get together every week, they have lunch together, and then they embark on projects. And what's fantastic about these projects is as they engage with themselves, it helps the people in their community, and then their message just gets passed along and promotes the Men's Shed movement across the rest of the world, really. And you know, it's always done to a high standard. The production values are really, really high. They've done several. They started off doing a naked calendar, and that comes with a video detailing their journeys. So they've done several different things like that. They came to the Senedd last year, and I think they were the first people to bring a mankini and a scooter into the seat of Welsh government. They weren't the Welsh government weren't too happy about it, but
well, they got through security.
it was the concept. It was the value that it brought to the people involved in that production. The people that got involved and had the confidence to get up there and perform. But then it was the message that it portrayed that was fantastic.
Brilliant. So should we have a look at that film? I'm sorry, Ben. I know we're going to run out of time otherwise.
Yeah, and you know, this is another bow to their feather.
On the 23rd of March, the nation was put into lockdown in an unprecedented attempt to limit the spread of COVID-19. As schools and shops closed their doors and family and friends were separated, the message was clear: stay home to save lives. 5 weeks into lockdown, with the government reluctant to ease restrictions, communities are feeling the strain of strict social distancing measures. I'm here in Caerau in the South Wales Valleys on behalf of Caerau Men's Shed TV to find out how some members are coping with life in lockdown. This is Chris, known as Jippo. He is the chairman of both Caerau Men's Shed and CDT. Jippo was at the forefront of leading the team at CDT to support the community in distributing thousands of food packages to the community.
What we've been doing for the last 6 weeks is supplying food parcels to people that are struggling in the valley, and also delivering to some people that are isolated and can't get out of their house. The volunteers up there have been outstanding. We got volunteers from Caerau Men's Shed, and we got volunteers from CDT as well, all working together, and they're doing a fantastic job.
This is Martin. Martin is a member of Caerau Men's Shed, and he's also the chairman of Pontycymer Men's Shed. Every day, Martin travels to Cardiff to collect essential supplies from key international food retailers, including Marks and Spencer's, Aldi's and Tesco.
What we do is we make up a mixed pack of vegetables and fruit of whatever we've got, berries each day. We make up as many packs as we can. We end up selling about 50 or 60 a day, people coming in. And we have a good mix of veg that get donated from Aldi's and from M&S.
So I get to drive the vans 4 days a week there. Amongst the other guys as well, there's lots of us. And we go and collect the food deliveries from places from Cardiff to Neath to Swansea to Mumbles, bring them back here. And then the hard work, I got to say, is done by the guys inside.
My name is Mohammed Malik. So here at Aldi's, we think it's really important to support our local community. So on a daily basis, we like to give back. So when I'm checking the dates on products or anything, instead of throwing those items away, we think it's better off if we give them to the community and just like to help them out.
My name's Grit. I pick up some veg packs and I deliver them to old people who they can't get out. I took a veg pack to a little old lady and she had tears in her eyes. So I thought, oh, don't be upset, I said, because I'm fetching you his veg pack. And she told me, shut up, I've just been peeling onions. So I made my day.
We've got the groups, we've got the men's shed. We've got the men's shed here who help out a great deal. Well, the impact on the community of Caerau has been quite significant on this. I think all the feedback we've had has been positive. I'd like to thank my Stake Town Council for funding the vehicle for us for these 2 months.
The men's shed, I got to say, has been a revelation, not just in what it does for the guys that come along, but it's what the guys who come along do for the community at large. And their reach is massive. Everybody knows the men's sheds. The men's shed here in Caerau, everybody knows what they do in the community. They got a big heart, I got to say, as an organisation. And it's been a big lift for me, I have to say, in the period of lockdown, just to be part of this. Because, we're doing our bit, but on the other hand, it's given me a big lift as well, actually, to be part of this.
So, Keith, when you found out that you would have to shield indoors and isolate for, we don't know how long, what were your thoughts and feelings on that?
Well, my daughter phoned me and told me she lives in Northwood West. Told me I got to go down there. And I said, all right, I'll come for a week. Not coming for a week, she said 3 months. I said, oh, I can't go down there for 3 months. I got my medication to sort out, and I wouldn't like to leave the place empty for 3 months.
How do you feel you would have coped with this crisis if you hadn't have met any of Caerau Men's Shed?
Oh, it would be worse.
How would it be worse?
Well, I wouldn't have so many people to talk to on the phone or send messages to. And although I got good neighbors, the men's shed people bring more bulk food, bigger parcels up.
Hello, Jippo, Chairman of Caerau Men's Shed and Chairman here of CDT, Caerau Development Trust. What are people's worries? What are people's concerns in the community?
It's a very emotional ride because, yes, I do deal with people every day. Up to 60 or 70 people come every day here. All different situations, Some are sad stories, some are happy stories. And it seems like this makes it all worthwhile, really. We got some thank you cards. There's one thank you card of a small boy, Noah. It actually says inside, to Jippo and gang, thank you guys for all that you do for our community. You are all so amazing, kind, caring people. Love from Noah, your buddy.
And Mike, if you had a message for any vulnerable men who are also feeling the strain with the loneliness, the isolation, what would you say to them?
Just think positive. There's a lot of people that's lost their lives, in this with this epidemic that's going on, and we're lucky that we're still here, and just think positive, and everything will be all right.
The curse of the virus. Here I sit all alone in solitary isolation. This demon virus frightens me, as others of the nation. The days are long, done my jobs, I should have stayed in bed. If I don't find a hobby soon, I'll go off my head. Cleaning cupboards is a chore, but can only once be done. And a repeat performance surely isn't fun. My cooker is now shining, free from all the grease. If it was only human, it would ask me for some peace. My windows now are gleaming as the glass in my front door. My hoover's working overtime, cleaning every floor. When will this virus leave us and all this cleaning end? I can't go on much longer, I'm going round the bend.
Regardless of the challenges that Caerau Men's Shed face going forward, one thing is clear. They still continue to play a crucial role in the local community. But for now, Caerau Men's Shed must remain united by staying apart.
think we're back.
We're back. Brilliant. Gosh, we cut that really fine. I want to thank everyone that's watched, everyone that's taken part. Thank you to my team. I need to give a big shout out to Fred Hottinger. Fred wasn't able to join us today, but he's there in the background, has been there from the